Hello. So hopefully you have a half sheet of paper out. I've got a few things I'm going to have you answer about this prologue to Romeo and Juliet. So you don't have your book in front of you, but when you do get your book, there's going to be a little bit of introductory material, and then there's going to be a list of characters, which I'll show you how to find that. And then the way that the play starts is with a prologue, which means it's just like happens before the action begins, by a character called the chorus. So the chorus, normally a chorus in like a choir or a chorus in Greek theater would be a lot of people at once, a huge group of people. But in this case, Shakespeare's chorus is going to be one person, and typically they are on stage by themselves. Sometimes things are going on in the background, but they deliver this speech, and then the actual play begins. So what I want us to do is read the very short prologue. It's kind of like scene 0, and then I'm going to ask you some questions about it, and you're going to need to write those questions down, or, well, write your answer to the questions down on your half sheet and bring that on Monday. So, I could pull up a professional recording, but it's short, so I'm just gonna read it to you. Follow along. If you really don't want me to read it, you can skip ahead probably 20 seconds. Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage, the which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. So that's the chorus's prologue. So what I need you to do is, on your sheet of paper, and normally I would have us annotate this, and I think we probably will on Monday when you get your books, but if you at least answer these questions, it'll help make our annotation run smoothly on Monday. So number 1, what is the setting of the play according to the prologue? Number 2, what is the relationship between the two households? And I need you to pick out at least 2 lines that tell us something about the households. In our book, the lines will be numbered by 5s. So here's line 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's line 10. So you can just tell me the line numbers. So I need 2 line numbers that tell us something about the relationship between the households. I'll pause, or I'll scroll back up to the poem and pause so that you can look at it soon. Number 3, question 3 that you should write down on your paper, or write down your answer. How do the parents impact the children? The parents of these 2 households, what is their impact on the children? Pick a line that proves this. There are a couple options. I just need you to pick one. And again, you can write the line or you can just tell me the line number. Finally, number 4. The format of this prologue should look familiar. Hint, count the lines. Why would it make sense, or why might it make sense, to begin the play in this specific way? So I'll scroll back up, and you can go ahead and pause if you need to and figure out the answers to those 4 questions. That's about as much as I'm going to have you do on the play today. We will annotate it together on Monday, at least this part of it, and then we'll have our Act 1, Scene 1 presenter present their topic on Shakespearean / Elizabethan stage fighting, if we have somebody in your class who signed up for that. If not, I'll just give you a brief overview, and then we'll read Act 1, Scene 1. Well, we'll probably listen to professionals read it on Monday. We also need to go over meter in more detail. A couple of the class periods we got through the video. If you're in period 3 or 6, we did not get to the video because you guys were a little bit behind. So I'm linking that video in the announcement for today. It's about 5 minutes, so you'll need to watch that video if you are in periods 3 or 6. And then we'll pick up there on Monday because we're going to need to scan this prologue, which means mark all of the meter in all the lines so we can tell which lines don't fit iambic pentameter, because that'll tell us what the most important lines are, or that might give us hints as to some of the thematic threads that we'll need to look for when we begin the play. So that's all I've got for you. Remember to check out the previous assignments, get everything else done for in terms of the vocab and your presentations. If you're an Act 1 person, make sure you've turned in the other sonnet. And yeah, that's what I've got. So we'll pick up Monday with going over this prologue, reading scene 1 of Act 1, and doing a little bit of metrical analysis, especially on this particular prologue. Thank you for watching, and good luck with the rest of your e-learning. Have a safe weekend. Stay warm, as always.